Welcome to Microsoft Hates Greg. My name is Greg Deckler, and today we're going to be talking about offsets. So a viewer of the channel made a comment, and they asked me to make a video on offsets in DAX and Power BI and that. So that's what we're going to be doing this video. So offsets, I feel like I've talked about them before. I know I covered them when I was covering like the user-defined functions within DAX that's in preview right now. I created a kind of like, hey, if they'd have gone the offset route, then you could create this custom function, and then it works for like any kind of period, right? So I know I covered them then, but I've covered them before when I've been asked to speak at user groups and that sort of thing for Power BI. I always cover this in my DAX counterculture, right? I've rebranded it with the DAX for Humans and that because the DAX for Humans kind of embodies a lot of the DAX counterculture that I talk about in this presentation. One of them being time intelligence functions, and you shouldn't use them because they're awful, right? And we'll get into that as well a little bit. But specifically about offsets, the way they work is very, very simple. So you see the 0 there. So that would be for the current year, right? 2026, any date in 2026 would get a 0 because that is the current year. Any date in 2025 would get a -1, right? 2024 would be a -2 because that's, you're 2 years, ago. So you get -2. And then like future years would be like the 1, 2, 3. So 2027 would be 1, 2028 would be 2, right? 2029 would be 3 because that's 1 year ahead, 2 years ahead, 3 years ahead. That's how offsets work. It's that simple, people, right? The neat thing about them is that they work for literally any time period, I guess you could say. So one of the things I get into is case studies suitable for DAX time intelligence. Now you have year, quarter, month, right? You could have, the last 4 months or whatever or last month or last year or that sort of thing. Recently they came out with weeks in preview, and they have day, right? And they used to only handle calendar, right? You couldn't really handle fiscal calendars. There was like 1 or 2 time intelligence functions that included the concept of a fiscal calendar. The rest did not. So very broken, I guess you could say. Probably one of the biggest broken pieces of DAX is the whole time intelligence stuff, right? Well, the problem with it is that not the entire world doesn't run on just year, quarter, month, week, and day, right? Yes, those are pretty common, but like in like school terms, like here, school terms, they run on semesters, trimesters, quarter systems, which is not the same as calendar quarters. Okay, that's totally different. Um, so so DAX time intelligence is useless in every educational setting you could ever possibly think of, right? Because they just don't work under the same kind of calendars that business works under, or the calendar year and that sort of thing. They have their own thing going on, and that's the case for a lot of different things. You can see them here: bienniums, trienniums, the Olympiad, right? The Olympics are going on right now, so it's every 4 years, decades, right? Eras, epochs, periods, eras, right? Rolling periods, accounting close cycles, project phases, campaign cycles, right? All of these different things in which these different ways to measure time, right? These different increments of time and dates, if you will. So basically, DAX time intelligence is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can handle 5 of these, whereas offsets can handle everything you see on this page. So it's like 66 of these things. Anything you could ever possibly come up with, right? Because it's the same thing. The current semester, okay, that's a 0. Last semester was -1. 2 semesters ago was -2, right? It works for anything. And really, offsets came about. Really, they gained a lot of popularity really after Bill Inman and the star schema and everything came out, because that you needed a date dimension for your star schema. And then people, the engineers, SQL engineers and stuff at the time, they used offsets. That's where offsets really came from, if you will, is the whole star schema. There's a date table, and they had offsets. They would have dozens of offset columns, right? You name it, they had an offset column for it. And that's how business intelligence and that is done within the enterprise. As far as every enterprise I've ever seen, they all have a date table and it's super wide. It's got literally hundreds of columns, right? Dozens of offset columns, right? That's just how it's been done for forever within business intelligence. So why in the hell, like Power BI and DAX came out with their time intelligence functions and thought they could do something better? Um, they didn't. It's just they just made things that just didn't work, were confusing, and broken. Right? There's no sense in it. It's the worst part about of DAX is the whole time intelligence. Just stay the hell away from it. You just don't ever bother with it. Just use a date table with offsets, and you'll be fine. So let's take a look at this PBIX file. And well, first before we get to that, it's not that one. It's this one. Okay, so chapter 3 in DAX for Humans is all about dates and calendars, and it's all offsets. So if you want kind of the definitive way of how to use offsets in DAX for Humans chapter 3, that's where you want to go. Date basics goes in here, goes with the offsets, right? So it's very, very simple, right? It just explains what it is. It's just a number line, right? And then you can use that in your Power BI. And so here, what I'm using is I have Melissa DeCorte's uh, her function that she's got published out there. If you want to start playing with offsets, I would highly recommend just search for Melissa DeCorte's DAX query or date table query, whatever you want, Power Query, right? It's a Power Query function. You can actually take a look at it. So here it is, right? That comes up here as a function. You can see here's all of the Power Query code that Melissa came up with, and it implements offsets along with a bunch of other stuff. So let's see here. So as you can see here, so here's like current quarter offset, right? Current month offset, right? There's a bunch of different offset columns here. Current week offset. There's current year offset in here as well. So the way you can use these, and instead of monkeying around with all those stupid time intelligence functions that was that's all I'll say about them. You can just create very simple calculations, right? Well, if I could actually, why isn't the formula bar showing that? There it is. Jeez. All right, so very simple calculation. And this one is using calculate, right? You can do a calculate, sum of the fact table of the value, where the date in the current month offset is equal to -1, right? That's simple. That'll give you last month. Okay. If you want to do the last 4 months, right, you could do greater than or equal to 3 and less than 1, right? That'd be 0, -1, -2, -3. If you don't want to include the current month, right, you could do greater than -5 and less than 0, right? So that would give you, -1, -2, -3, -4, the last 4 full months, right? That would be how you calculate that. So it's just a matter of, including using those offsets to do your filtering. Very simple. You can also do it with no calculate, right? So the no calculate version is you get your dates by you filter the date table where the current month offset is -1, right? You do a select columns to get just the date column, and then you do a sum x. You filter the fact table where the date is in that your table of date values, and you sum the value. Boom, and you get the same answer, right? This is the calculate. This is the non-calculate. So basically, you get the same result. So that is offsets. That's how they work. That's why you should use them. Way simpler than your DAX time intelligence functions will ever be. And you don't have to go through that stupid, the new preview feature that in setting up your date table to be able to handle fiscal years and fiscal calendars and stuff like that. Miserable experience. Absolutely miserable. So don't bother with any of it, right? Just use offsets and you'll be happy. So that's all I had for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.